Overview of IT software. Software is a set of instructions, data or programs used to operate computers and execute specific tasks. Opposite of hardware, which describes the physical aspects of a computer, software is a generic term used to refer to applications, scripts and programs that run on a device. Software can be thought of as the variable part of a computer and hardware the invariable part. Software is often divided into application software, or user-downloaded programs that fulfill a want or need, and system software, which includes operating systems and any program that supports application software. The term middleware is sometimes used to describe programming that mediates between application and system software or between two different kinds of application software. For example, middleware could be used to send a remote work request from an application in a computer that has one kind of operating system to an application in a computer with a different operating system. System software. A system software aids the user in the hardware to function and interact with each other. Basically, it is a software to manage computer hardware behavior to provide basic functionalities that are required by the user. In simple words, we can say that system software is an intermediator or a middle layer between the user and the hardware. These computer software sanction a platform or environment for the other software to work in. This is the reason why system software is very important in managing the entire computer system. When you first turn on the computer, it is the system software that gets initialized and gets loaded in the memory of the system. The system software runs in the background and is not used by the end users. This is the reason why system software is also known as low-level software. Operating system. It is the most prominent example of system software. It is a collection of software that handles resources and provides general services for the other applications that run over them. Although each operating system is different, most of them provide a graphical user interface through which a user can manage the files and folders and perform other tasks. Every device, whether a desktop, laptop or mobile phone, requires an operating system to provide the basic functionality to it. As an OS essentially determines how a user interacts with the system, therefore many users prefer to use one specific OS for their device. There are various types of operating systems such as real-time, embedded, distributed, multi-user, single-user, internet, mobile, and many more. It is important to consider the hardware specifications before choosing an operating system. Some examples of operating systems given below: Android, Mac OS, CentOS, MS Windows, iOS, Ubuntu, Linux, Unix. Device drivers. It is a type of software that controls hardware which is attached to the system. Hardware devices that need a driver to connect to a system include displays, sound cards, printers, mice and hard disks. Further, there are two types of device drivers: kernel device drivers and user device driver. Some examples of device drivers are BIOS driver, display drivers, motherboard drivers, printer drivers, ROM drivers, sound card driver, USB drivers, VGA drivers, programming language translators. These are mediator programs on which software programs rely to translate high-level language code to simpler machine-level code. Besides simplifying the code, the translators also do the following: assign data storage, offer diagnostic reports, enlist source code as well as program detail, rectify system errors during the runtime. Examples of programming language translators are interpreter, compiler and assemblers. Utility. Utility software is designed to aid in analyzing, optimizing, configuring and maintaining a computer system. It supports the computer infrastructure. This software focuses on how an OS functions and then accordingly it decides its trajectory to smoothen the functioning of the system. Softwares like antiviruses, disk cleanup and management tools, compression tools, defragmenters, etc. are all utility tools. Some examples of utility tools are Avast Antivirus, Directory Opus, McAfee Antivirus, Windows File Explorer, WinRAR, WinZip. Application software. Application software, also known as end-user programs or productivity programs, are software that helps the user in completing tasks such as doing online research, jotting down notes, setting an alarm, designing graphics, keeping an account log, doing calculations or even playing games. They lie above the system software. Unlike system software, they are used by the end user and are specific in their functionality or tasks and do the job that they are designed to do. For example, a browser is an application designed specifically for browsing the internet, or PowerPoint is an application used specifically for making presentations. Application software, or simply apps, can also be referred to as non-essential software as their requirement is highly subjective and their absence does not affect the functioning of the system. All the apps that we see on our mobile phones are also examples of application software. There is certain software that is exclusively made for app development like Meteor and Flutter. Word processors. These applications for documentation. Along with that, it also helps storing, formatting and printing of these documents. Some examples of word processors are Abbey Word, Apple iWork Pages, Corel Word Perfect, Google Docs, MS Word. Database software. This software is used to create and manage a database. It is also known as the Database Management System or DBMS. They help with the organization of data. Some examples of DBMS are Clipper, DBase, FileMaker, FoxPro, MS Access, MySQL. Multimedia software. It is the software that can play, create or record images, audio or video files. They are used for video editing, animation, graphics, and image editing. Some examples of multimedia software are Adobe Photoshop, Inkscape, MediaMonkey, Picasa, VLC Media Player, Windows Media Player, Windows Movie Maker. Education and reference software. These types of software are specifically designed to facilitate learning on a subject. There are various kinds of tutorial software that fall under this category. They are also termed as academic software. Some examples are Delta Drawing, Gcompress, Jumpstart Titles, KidPix, MindPlay, TuxPaint, Graphics software. As the name suggests, graphics software has been devised to work with graphics as it helps the user to edit or make changes in visual data or images. It comprises of picture editors and illustration software. Some examples are Adobe Photoshop, Autodesk Maya, Blender, Carrara, CorelDRAW, GIMP, Modo, PaintShop Pro. Web browsers. These applications are used to browse the internet. They help the user in locating and retrieving data across the web. Some examples of web browsers are Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, Safari, UC Browser.